Good and evil are two of the opposite sides of the same coin. You need good to see evil, but you also need evil to see good. Being a good person is considered by society to be a norm. We are taught that we should be good, but what actually defines good? Usually, it's an individual with positive intentions, a kind heart, and strong integrity. Someone who acts with empathy, reliability, and fairness towards others. However, being good has its loopholes because good is subjective. You could be the worst person in the world, and still be good in your own eyes.
On the go!
Four neutralized. Mission successful.
On the go!
That's where society comes in. Modern society is a largely unbiased medium that can somewhat fairly judge others. The thing is, society has to evolve to get to this point. Even 100 years ago, society was biased against people of color and other minorities. The society we're looking at for our deep dive today is Macomb, Alabama, the town from where the story To Kill a Mockingbird was set. Being a good person back then was often treated as a weakness. Good people were thought of as easily manipulated, easily lied to, or easy to take advantage of. Our thesis is that being a good person can be dangerous, especially in a society such as Macomb. Tom Robinson's natural kindness is exactly what leads to his trouble. It proves that in Macomb, being a good person is actually dangerous. Tom helps Mariella Ewell simply because he feels sorry for her, but in a town filled with prejudice, that is a huge mistake. During the trial, Tom explains his actions by saying, "I was only trying to help," and later admits, "I felt right sorry for her." In Macomb, the unwritten rules said that it was considered insane for a black man to feel sorry for a white woman. Because Tom was good enough to help her free, Bob Ewell was able to turn that kindness into a lie to protect his own reputation. Tom's helpful nature walked him right into a trap he couldn't escape. If he hadn't been so kind, he wouldn't have been in that house, and he wouldn't have been a target. Next, we see how Tom's honesty and integrity is used against him by people who aren't good at all. Because Tom is a hard worker and an honest man, he tells the truth about everything that happened. He thinks the truth will save him because in a good world, the truth does matter. However, Bobby Will knows that Macomb's racism is stronger than the truth. Atticus points this out in court when he says the Ewells are acting with cynical confidence because they know the jury will believe them over a black man. Atticus also mentions evil assumptions that all African Americans lie. Being a good person and telling the truth on the stand, Tom actually made it easier for the Ewells to target him. He didn't try to play their game or lie to save his life. He stayed honest. That goodness made him vulnerable to the people who were willing to play dirty to win. The main idea of killing a mockingbird shows us that being innocent and good doesn't protect you, it just makes you a target. Earlier in the book, Atticus tells the kids it's a sin to kill a mockingbird because they don't do one thing but make music for us to enjoy. Tom Robinson is just like a mockingbird because he only tried to do something nice for someone else. But in a place like Maycomb, mockingbirds are the ones who get hurt the most. After Tom is killed, Mr. Underwood writes that it was a senseless slaughter. He compares it to the way hunters kill songbirds for no reason. This supports the thesis because it shows that in a mean or biased world, being good is like being a defenseless bird. You are likely to be crushed by the people who are more powerful and cruel. To wrap everything up, the story of Tom Robinson proves that goodness isn't always a shield. In Maycomb, Tom's desire to help, his honesty in court, and his innocent nature were the very things the Ewells used to destroy him. This connects to a bigger idea in history and other books. Often those who try to do the right things are the ones who suffer the most when the system is unfair. Whether it's characters in other stories who stand up against bullies or real life people who fight for what's right, they often face danger because they are good in a bad world. As we saw in Maycomb, being a good person is a noble trait. Without a fair society to protect you, it can be a very dangerous way to live.
I am Iceman, 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 I am Iceman.